Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Saudi Arabia.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. They're up and running then.
Well, I think Thiago's going to have a massive role to play in this game, Peter. Best deployed deeper in midfield. He likes to drop back into defence at times, force that defence wide and forward, creating overloads, while constantly looking to play balls into feet, those little half spaces.
And he does all of that in his unique style with a certain swagger.
Yeah, but he has another side to his game which I also really like, the athleticism that allows him to switch to a more box-to-box role when needed, especially when he's partnered with a more static defensive midfielder.
Driving through the mid. Chance for a shot! Goal!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Japan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Some really good ball movement. He's shifting through the gears here. Abdullah! Well, that has not gone well. Lovely bit of skill. And it's made its way to him. There's the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, that looks a cracking ball.
Abdullah really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Saudi Arabia currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. This is a promising build-up. That has been cut short. Saudi Arabia have a free kick. Saudi Arabia leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Now that looks a decent ball. That is a great pick out. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Caicedo is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Roulet looking understandably energised after his goal. Now this could be a chance. Thiago. And it's Vitinha. And it's Thiago. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's in on goal. And he shoots! Japan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. That has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's played forward. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Roulet. Caicedo. That's a good ball out wide. This looks promising. And he's gone backward here. He's in a great position here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
No, again, there's no way through. That's a foul, no two ways about it. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Japan are down to 10 men. Now it's Thiago. Always onto this. He's one-on-one. Decent chance! Oh, what has happened here? This time, surely! And that's in! Japan are level! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Dink through. No luck with that dink over the top. So, a temporary halt to the action. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And so the action is resumed. Now it's Vitinha. Oh, that's clever. And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Roulet.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Chance here to counter. Japan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing.
Abdullah clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Caicedo. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So we've reached the hour mark. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Vitinha. Tries a shot! Goal! Japan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That was easy, almost too easy.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Substitution for Saudi Arabia. Number 14,
So changes afoot here, and
number
from
15,
both sides.
coming on the field.
Well, this is what we've been
number
waiting for.
22,
Well, it's
number
great commitment
17.
on show here.
Substitution
They'll
in
be hoping
progress.
now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this. Saudi Arabia really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
Caught offside that time.
Substitution for Saudi Arabia. Number 6, number 18, Majed Abdullah. Coming on the field, number 26.
It's a pretty
number
loose
9.
pass. Saudi Arabia still have the cards to affect this game. Oh, good-looking ball. Saudi Arabia will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Can he finish? And yes, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So again, we have parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have
Great chance! Goal! Japan! And they've got their lead back.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Substitution.
Japan can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Japan have their lead.
Well, he's been caught napping.
Caicedo. Passes short and sharp. And he can clear it away.
Saudi Arabia really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
He's a sharp little ball here. Good read, needed to be. And that was very necessary. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. Saudi Arabia played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Shot at goal! Goal! Japan! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
So, a breakthrough already. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. It's a Saudi Arabian free kick. And he's going direct. Aimed beyond the defence. Pacho. Pressing high and with purpose. Roulet. Pacho. Can he get on the end of this? And that is a little undercooked. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Abdul Hamid promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Caicedo. And that has left him in a heap. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Caicedo. And it's Caicedo. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Plays it out wide. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Saudi Arabia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Caicedo. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely weighted ball. Well, the ball... Oh, that is asking for trouble. Estupiñán. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And Caicedo. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Vitinha. Caicedo. Abdul Hamid. And it's Vitinha. Oh, this looks sharp. Roulet. This is a promising build-up. Threads one in. Pacho. Driving forward. Caicedo. Thiago. Vitinha can so cleverly bypass the press. And he's in on goal! Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's going up front in a hurry. Vitinha.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
That is a brilliant interception. And this is Thiago. Decent chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Vitinha. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's in a great position here. Now it's Vitinha. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Roulet. And here's the chance to counter. Knocks it into space. Oh, important interception. And now they can clear their lines. Van de Ven. Japan are looking to break at pace. He is through here. And he shoots! Abdullah.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Are certainly... That's it, 45 minutes up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Saudi Arabia currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Saudi Arabia really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Tries to play it through. Defending was strong and firm. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Roulet tries to pass it through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Caicedo. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Thiago, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Great vision. Chance for a shot! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Substitution for Japan, number 7.
So we have movement on both benches.
Is number
We're
20.
looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well timed, excellent interception. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Saudi Arabia perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Opts for safety. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Saudi Arabia can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Substitution for Japan. Number 4, number 8, Thiago. Coming on the field, number 13.
Not got that quite right.
Number 11, substitution in progress.
Saudi Arabia have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Roulé. Abdullah is always looking to break lines. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, it's come loose. Good ball, good take. Delivered low. That's put paid to the danger. Just about up to 75 minutes.
This is the time you need that pace.
He has found the way through. Space for him to turn and look. He's had a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Corner number 2 then.
Japan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Roulé. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Caicedo. Now there's a fine ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's having a hit! It's Luke. Oh, what has happened here? Out towards the flank. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And now the breakaway.
2 added
We are
minutes have
into
been
overtime.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's made its way to him. And he shoots! A nicely aimed pass. And time is up. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Their share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.